Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Falcons are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Saints defense that needs to be ready for it.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defense.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ryan. Now he's flushed out left. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Dalton throwing on second down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down, and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Dalton. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Eluding the press. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Takk McKinley in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan with a lucky lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Ryan Succop for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Here's Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton sets up play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Defense showing blitz. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here now as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
He's been a busy man here this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Snead's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Toss play, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw on third down, Dalton. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there. And he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Ryan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Ryan on first down. Being chased out left. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
To throw on second down. Dalton. It's complete to Snead. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A give. This is Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Dalton. It's complete. Flater, right side. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. On third down, it's Coleman, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Coleman, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
To throw here, Dalton. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. They find some open field here. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action here with Dalton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He completes it to Julio Jones. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Dances by him.
Missed.
He will not go down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Ooh, with a juke. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Running with Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd down. Dalton. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And tough starting field position here. Coleman. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the counter, here's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the... Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
And the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Greer. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time of factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A.J. Klein in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. And a great spot to start this drive from here. The busy night continues for Kamara, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.